Mic check, 1 2 1 2. What's going on, folks? It's your boy D. Alonzo Lane coming back at you again with another episode of Friendly Folks Podcast. You see, I'm decked out in my Goku robe, you know what I'm saying? If you saw the apartment from hell, it gets cold in this motherfucker. It's cold in my apartment right now, so you know what? I decided, hey, let me bundle up for this episode today. You know what I'm saying? Let's get cozy. Feel me? It's an episode of Friendly Folks Podcast. The Megan Tory episode was supposed to drop a while ago. The Christmas break took a lot out of me. Y'all know how holidays be, you know. Hey, what you want me to say, man? I did a lot of shit with my family over the holidays, and you know, it took me a minute to really get back to my workspace to get to work. So I apologize, but you know. I guess you're getting a two-piece for this week. 2 episodes dropping, so hopefully I'm gonna get them shits out as soon as possible. I got tequila, Reposado tequila. Shout out Herodor. I'm not shouting them out until you give me a sponsor. That's one of the rules, unless I really fuck with the brand. But shout out to tequila, Reposado tequila. I will say this, even though I just said I'm not shouting out brands unless I'm getting paid by them. Whole Foods has some of the most exotic chasers. I got some ginger lemonade. This shit goes great with some Reposado tequila. So, you know, I'm vibing, man. This is a late night episode. It's fucking 10:43 at night on January 8th when I'm recording this. And, you know, this year I'm trying to just record a lot of topics. You know, Friendly Folks, you know, it's the culture in cannabis. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's real, I don't want to say real whatever we're talking about, but it's real broad what we can talk about here, because we advocate for cannabis, we advocate for the culture, you feel me, because it all comes together so eloquently, you know what I'm saying? So I got a couple topics for today. Let's see. Tory Lanez call leaked from jail. Gabrielle Union was out here dogging out her ex-husband. 2 evil motherfuckers got cancer. We're going to talk about whether that's karma or not. Skip Bayless got canceled too, and then somehow I'm gonna bring it all together to find a moral of the story. So we got a fun episode today, man. Let's start with Good Brother Torrance. Good Brother Torrance, man. Tory had to spend the New Year's in jail, unfortunately. I don't know when his appeal is for you know, his case, but hey man, you know, the more shit that comes out after the fact, the less it's looking good for Tory. And I know he's, you know, probably a lesson a motherfucker's hands as far as like what the media is being promoted to release, because, you know, I mentioned this on the last episode. You got Team Meg, Team Tory in media, whatever. But almost knocked my laptop down, ignore that. But the audio logs leaked of Tory Lanez when he was in jail, and this nigga used his jail phone call to call Kelsey and just to profusely apologize for what exactly, nobody knows. He doesn't say what he's apologizing for in the call. Kelsey doesn't directly reference it either, but the fact of the matter is this nigga was making apologies from the jail call. Let me be clear. I don't think that's clear proof. Like, a lot of people on social media in the Shade Room comments running with it, saying that this is clear proof that he was apologizing for just freshly shot Meg and Kelsey. He didn't specifically say that, so I can't sit up here and say that you know, that is the definitive proof that everybody's looking for. But what I can say is that it's pretty interesting that he would use his fucking jail phone call to apologize. Like, regardless of how you cut it, that's stupid. Like, why would you do that, Tory? Why would you call the alleged victim from the jail phone call, whether you did the alleged crime or not? Nigga, you calling them on the jail phone to apologize, that makes it sound like you did some shit. Like you did some shit to have something to do with everything that went down and why you currently got, you know, locked up and held in custody. You know what I'm saying? So, hey man, even if all he did, like, you know, because you know what Team Tory is saying. Team Tory is saying all Tory Lanez did was let it loose in the car, that he was fucking on 2 friends, and then shit spiraled from there. Let's say that is all he was doing. Why would you apologize from the jail phone to say that? Like, that doesn't make any type of sense. Logically, it doesn't make any type of sense from a manipulative standpoint. Like, if you was trying to, play your cards right with this story, like, it doesn't make sense. Why would you do that? Even from a street standpoint, like, nigga, you basically snitched on yourself. Like, that was a pretty damning thing. And apparently that's one of the key pieces of evidence that got played in court. So, hey, man, I said it on the Meg and Tory episode, like, regardless of whether Tory shot Meg or not, a black woman got harmed, was physically harmed, because that's even in contention, whether she got shot or not. A black woman was physically harmed and gunshots were fired. And the reason why, if it's Team Tory, the reason why is because this nigga couldn't control his pimping. If it's Team Meg, then it's because this nigga was just tweaking, like really tweaking. I don't even think, did they talk about what the motive was for shooting Meg at all? Like, was it just because they was drunk? I don't even remember like that being established. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Like I said, man, prayers for Meg, prayers for Tory. That shit is unfortunate. It's unfortunate that it's been 2 years long of a conversation, but hey, what are you gonna do about it? But let's get into Gabrielle Union. City Girls up 100 points. I'm not gonna lie. Gabrielle Union was on Instagram. Well, she wasn't on Instagram. I saw it on Instagram. I don't remember which account posted. I should pull it up on my phone, but fuck it. One take Drake. One take Nail. Fuck you talking about? Yeah, Gabrielle Union sharing memoirs from her previous marriage before Dwayne Wade, in which she was paying all the bills and getting cheated on. That fucking sucks. So she got her get back every opportunity she could get. She cheated back and dogged that nigga out through their whole marriage. And she released a memoir about it. And she justified it saying that, in her mind, she was paying all the bills, taking on all the stress, and he was cheating too, and like her father before her, whoever got the money gets to play the games, you know what I'm saying? So she played her games. And I think there's I think my key point is in the fact that, her father is the one that taught her this, because niggas have been using this logic to cheat for generations now. Like, I saw a lot of girls validating Gabrielle Union in the comments. So I did a poll on my story. Shout out to, all the lovely ladies who follow me. Just women of amazing conscience, amazing character, you know what I mean? Majority of y'all said that Gabrielle Union was wrong for what she was doing. She was cheating. I'm gonna get into how I feel. Some of y'all said yes. Some of y'all said yes. This is before I get into how I feel. I just want to say this. Niggas for generations have been using that logic, right? So, look at Young Miami and Diddy, right? Diddy and his shawty wop. You feel me? Like, hey, Young Miami is happy, all right? She got her own podcast. She gets a nice allowance from Diddy. You feel me? She's shawty wop. She's not a side chick. She's shawty wop, all right? Shawty wop spot is established, and all you other pecking ass birds, y'all not coming for shawty wop. Y'all not touching shawty wop spot. She's certified, all right? You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man. That's just how it is when you got the money. Like, when you got the money, you get to play the games like that. So, Gabrielle Union, I guess she had a couple shorty wops. I bet D-Wade was probably Gabrielle Union's shorty wop. That was like side piece number one. You feel me? Like, top runner. You know what I'm saying? And could you, hey. She has a nice family with D-Wade. They're great parents. You feel me? Great parents to all their kids. You know what I'm saying? Boosie might disagree, but hey, who the fuck is going to Boosie Badass for parenting advice? You know what I'm saying? But as far as whether she was right or not for how she was doing that nigga, go Gabby. Fuck is you talking about? Gabby did what had to be done. Alright? Gabby demonstrated that she has that absolute dog in her. Alright? She gangsters hell for that shit. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This is the early 2000s, right? So we not even getting into the era of progressive manhood. On top of the fact that Gabby is paying all the bills. Nigga, you cheating? You cheating on Gabrielle Union? You tweaking. You tweaking. She's paying your bills and she's sucking your dick. And you still out here trying to get woo off the band from Shorty Low from down the street. Hey, that's tough. That's real tough. You know what I mean? So look, cheating is cheating regardless. And, you know, it's better to just break up than try to get your get back because you just signed up for a toxic relationship. And they did ultimately get a divorce. You know what I'm saying? But regardless, you know what I mean? Gabby got that dog in her. I respect it. I respect Gabrielle Union's dog in her. Alright? And, hey, you broke niggas need to be grateful. Alright? Like, I can't remember what song it was. I'm gonna mention on another podcast. I'm gonna go back and find it. But this girl said, you broke niggas need to be grateful. I don't remember why she said it. She said it because she's paying all the bills. I remember that much. She said it because she got money. So look, if you broke and your girl got money and she is happy with you, be grateful. All right? That is a grown woman you dealing with. Little boy, get your money up, nigga. Anyways. Look, for those of y'all who want to judge Gabrielle Union, Karma gonna get it. Karma damn near already got her. You know what I mean? Like, D-Wade had a whole baby on her when they had that little separation. You feel me? So, hey, that's some egg on her face. So, you know, if y'all feel like Gabrielle Union got her karma, there's her karma right there. But you can't really, you know, guess how karma's gonna serve its platter up. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, we got two quote-unquote evil motherfuckers. I say evil, quote-unquote, because I don't know, man. I try not to believe that there are any bad people in this world, truly bad people. You know what I mean? Like, we are all products of our environment to a certain extent, but that doesn't excuse the accountability each of us have for, you know, our individual choices and actions. You know what I'm saying? But regardless, man, no one deserves to be discounted as a bad, evil person without truly, like, getting to know the situation, the context around their situation. Now, with that being said, these are some two sick motherfuckers. Vladimir Putin and this content creator went by the name of EDP455, I think. Y'all know who Vladimir Putin is. Russian dictator. You know what I'm saying? Almost started World War III. Feel me? He went to war with Ukraine, and Ukraine bucked back, beat this nigga ass. This nigga Biden sending over billions of dollars, but niggas can't get reparations. That's another episode. It's reports coming out that Vladimir Putin is in the last of his days with, you know, really terminal set of cancer. I don't know. They don't have too many details. Like, obviously it's private information, like it's fucking Russia. But they said this nigga is falling down stairs and shit. Like, he's having trouble, like, physically moving. Said this man is out here shitting on himself. Like, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. You trying to lead your country to war and you gotta worry about shitting yourself? Dog, you just gotta stop the war at that point. If that's the life you living, man. Like, cause what if the day you win, you go to, you know, laugh at your top op's face and then you shit yourself in front of him. Whether you kill him or not, he gets to die happy knowing that his last memory was seeing you, his top op, shit himself. That's fucked up. It's real fucked up, man. It's fucked up that this shit is still even going on in Ukraine. It's fucked up that we in a fucking recession right now in America and we still over here donating billions of dollars and niggas in the hood can't get a fucking grocery store. I'm pretty sure the fucking Whole Foods in Inglewood just closed and shit. Like, what the fuck? It's tough out here, man. It's real tough out here to see that shit. And then you got this nigga EDP 455. Now a lot of y'all not gonna know him. You know, well, a lot of y'all might know him. I don't know. This episode probably gonna go viral one day, so you know. EDP 455. He was that fat nigga who was a Phillies fan, a Philadelphia Eagles fan. You know what I'm saying? He got jammed up. It's these other YouTubers who they catch pedophiles by using fake child personas, kind of like to catch a predator type shit, right? Shout out to nigga Chris Hamlin. I can't even remember dude's last name because all I remember is the Booty Warrior clip from the Boondocks. Like, oh yeah, I call it Chris Handsome. That shit is a top 5 episode, honestly. But I digress. EDP 455, man. They set the trap for this nigga. He fell for it. He was about to pull up on an 8-year-old with cupcakes, trying to get into her cupcakes. Real sick nigga shit. Like, that pedophilia shit is not cool, man. Like, look, like I said, man, I try not to believe that there are any bad people, but that shit is really hard to empathize with. The pedophilia is one of the hardest things to empathize with, man. Like, those are children, you feel me? Like, there's no real justifying that, you know what I mean, outside of it being a sickness, you know what I mean? And I don't know if we've advanced enough in the field of psychology to adequately treat it, you know what I'm saying? But maybe we get there, maybe we don't. All I know is that shit is wrong, nigga. That shit is wrong as hell. You know what I'm saying? So when he came out to the internet again, because, you know, for a while he was ran off the internet. Then he got bold saying like, y'all not going to convict me for this shit. So fuck it, I'm going to keep creating shit. Comes out to the internet, this fat motherfucker, he got stage 5 kidney failure. That's terminal. So apparently he only has a couple months to live too. Like, and that shit is tough. Like, apparently he has like breathing attachments hooked up to his body and shit, like constantly. Like, dude, that is a constant state of pain. And you know, it's unfortunate, man. It's real unfortunate, man. It's, you know, I remember when Queen Elizabeth died, I was talking to my boy Marty, you know, y'all know him as Chan 1000. I was talking to Chan 1000 about that shit. He was saying like, yeah, man, the jokes are funny and all, but it is kind of fucked up that, you know, so many people are celebrating death like this. You know what I mean? Like, death is still death. You feel me? That's somebody's loved one, regardless of whether you option on. At some point, like, you know, the energy comes back to you. And I thought about that shit. So, you know, I won't say too much aside from be careful about what you say regarding these two individuals' passing states. You know, it's not on us to, you know, determine what karma is and what karma isn't, but this is karma. That motherfucker doesn't miss. Okay? Karma is shooting 10 for 10 from the fucking field, nigga. That shit is crazy, man. But hey, we're gonna proceed on to the next topic. Is Skip Bayless getting canceled because of is this karma? Is this karma? The reason why Skip Bayless is getting canceled? So, Damar Hamlin, I'm sure y'all have seen, you know, the clip of him getting tackled and having to being resuscitated on the field. He's doing much better now. Shout out to him, man. Really happy to see that, you know, he's making a strong recovery. Prayers to him, you know, prayers up for him, you know, hopes that he makes a full recovery. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit was scary, man. Like, that was a terrifying clip. You know what I mean? So, Skip Bayless essentially said something along the lines of, you know, prayers up for Damar Hamlin, but what about the results of the game? Like, how are these teams gonna continue at such a pivotal moment in the season? And like, everybody on social media was like really getting on his ass over that shit. Like, so much so that Shannon Sharp took a day off. He took a day off to let Skip explain himself for that shit. Cause, you know, it's tough, man. It's real tough. Like, speaking on anything nowadays, man, like, you gotta be really careful with your words. And, you know, his response, he didn't apologize for what he said. He emphasized that he genuinely was, like, trying to express concern for, you know, Hamlin's health. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'll be honest. I was talking to some of my friends about it. I feel like Skip Bayless, well, he wasn't trying to be insensitive. Like he was saying the shit that all the NFL executives are trying to figure out. Okay, like look. Very happy for that man's health. Very happy for the camaraderie that is felt by all the fans of the NFL. You know, everybody involved in other sports, just everybody. You know what I mean? Like, you hate to see a black man get injured like that. You hate to see a person get injured like that, but especially a black man, because you know, y'all know how much athletics mean for our community, right? But, you know, we know that, but these white executives also know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they treat these players like they're commodities, and you feel me? Like, especially with the NFL, like, all this stuff with CTE and the lack of protection and just coverage, I don't fucking know. Just, there are so many, there are NBA players who go bankrupt, right? There are so many NFL players who go bankrupt and are just like never heard of again. And they're just really living their life with CTE because, you know, these are the modern day gladiators. You know what I mean? That's what sports is. You feel me? Like, these NFL niggas are trying to kill each other out there. You feel me? Like, those were the glory days of sports. You feel me? Like, when we talk about 90s basketball, 90s football, like, niggas was really hitting each other. You know what I'm saying? And, like, with the NFL, like, it's always been, you know, these conversations about safety and, you know, the health of the players at the end of the day. So what I'm wondering, I feel like Skip Bayless is he's wrong for, you know, focusing on like the results of the game. Like, look, this is what the NFL execs are thinking. Let's be honest. This is what they're trying to figure out. Like, how are we going to figure out the season from here? They're not as necessarily concerned about Damar Hamlin's health. Again, prayers for Damar Hamlin. Hope he makes a full recovery. That being said, you know what I mean? Like, the focus needs to be on, you know, what this game is. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we're going to allow grown men to endanger their bodies like this, it can't just be shoveling money at them and not providing them proper health care coverage, not providing them, you know, proper counseling regarding potential injuries they might occur. You know what I'm saying? Like, proper monitoring of, you know, their health to begin with, like making sure like everything is working right. You know what I'm saying? Because this is dangerous, man. That shit is dangerous. Like, that shit was scary to see. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, a lot of parents like say like this is exactly why they wouldn't let the kids play football. Like, I get it 100%, man. That shit is ugh. Like, you hate seeing shit like that. You hate seeing injuries in sports in general, but like, bro, type of injury that like he had to be resuscitated on the field, like, that's wild. I don't think anything like that has ever happened in sports. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm wrong, please leave a comment down below. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we definitely, if that has happened before, I know early days of UFC were fucking crazy, but like, that was nuts, man. So again, man, I feel like, hey, Skip Bayless accountable for the insensitivity he had, but come on now, let's not make him the scapegoat. Like, this isn't a recurring issue in the NFL. Like, let's get to the root of the issue here too. You know what I'm saying? But in conclusion, with everything we talked about today, you know, I think the moral of the story is accountability. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be accountable for your actions in the life that you live in. You know what I'm saying? Like, was Tory Lanez being accountable for his part in everything that happened that night? Was Gabrielle Union being accountable for her part in, you know, that toxic marriage with her husband? I think she is. Shout out to Gabby Union. Top dog Gabby Union. Fuck is you talking about? Vladdy Putin, EDP 455, are they being accountable for the amount of terror and chaos they spread into the world? I don't know, but damn. Cancer is an accountable motherfucker. And will Skip Bayless ever be held accountable for his... drop my light. Will Skip Bayless ever be held accountable for his takes, man? Like, this nigga, he was so reckless for that shit. He started becoming a LeBron fan to try and patch it up. Like, come on, Skip. We know what you're trying to do here. But, hey, man, that's another episode of Friendly Folks Podcast. You know, I'm trying to have a new episode coming out each week. You know what I'm saying? Hit the DMs. Make sure you follow me on social media. You see the banners right there, and there. I'm not even going to... I don't even know. I'm not even going to begin to point at these motherfuckers. But you see them on the screen. I said I wasn't going to point at them. What do? I point at the motherfuckers anyway. You see them on the screen. Follow me, man. Make sure that you follow me. Leave a like, comment, share this with your friends. If you're on Spotify, download. If you're on Apple Podcasts, download it. Leave 5 stars on whatever podcast platform that you're listening on. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. Like I said, like, comment, share. Hit me on social media, man. Send me topics, man. You know what I'm saying? Interact with me. Hit the DMs. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Friendly Folks Podcast, and I'll catch you on the next episode, folks. Peace out.